Hi, I'm Alayna. I go by MintyMido online for my artwork, but basically I'm here to say I'm finally starting a YouTube channel! I know we're all so excited about it, especially all the people who know me in real life, because I've been talking about this for quite literally a decade. Yes, 10 years. And I am just now getting around to it. And to make an embarrassing situation even worse, I've been working on this video for the past 3 months. I'm just gonna go ahead and interrupt here because it has been way longer than 3 months. Hey, this is Alayna again. Just a more exhausted, broken down, but evolved version of the Alayna that you're gonna be seeing in this video. I started working on this about a year ago, and if I'm being honest, it's closer to December of 2020 when I started working on this video, and hit the fan in April of 2021 and I had to stop working on it. I'm here now to wrap it up. So basically I'm gonna just be interrupting throughout the video because, as you can imagine, a lot changes in a year, which is how long it took to make this. Hooray. So don't mind me. I'm gonna be clarifying some things, updating you on anything that changed since I originally wrote and put this video together. And as you can tell, this video is kind of a hot mess. So for that, thank you to all 5 of you watching. I am so grateful that you're here to witness this disaster. And, you know, it probably won't stay up forever. I could delete it tomorrow. None of you can stop me. So I'll check back in with you later. And let's get back to the show. I know that's an embarrassing amount of time, but in my defense, originally I was going to be making a completely different video topic, one where I reflected on 2020 and talked about why it sucked so much. But I ended up scrapping it because as I was writing the script for it, I was like, oh, this is really long. It's really deep. It's really sad, and I cried a lot while I was making it. And then I decided maybe the first video I put on my channel should be less traumatizing. So instead, I decided to just do a little YouTube intro, a little debut video. The problem with this is, I have tried to record the audio for this at least, I would say quite literally 20 times. I'm not joking. And it's so dumb because I told myself, Alayna, this is just an intro trailer. There is every chance in the world that I will delete it the day after I post it and no one's gonna beat my ass about it because I can do what I want. I'm an adult. And it's just practice anyways. I really don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, this will probably get deleted, this probably won't stay up forever, and that's okay, because I'm just trying to get started. Sorry to interrupt again, I love that we aren't even halfway through the video, and I was already hating on it. Like, that's hashtag relatable artist content right there. She'd be even more mad if she knew that she ended up postponing the video till 2022, but, you know, it is what it is. Moving on. So with that being said, I'm just gonna give you the quick facts about myself because this is an intro video. I am introducing myself. So like I said before, my name is Alayna, and most of you probably know that because I'm assuming the only people watching this are people I know in real life. I am 25 years old, you are 26. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I live on the sun. I'm kidding. I live in Arizona, and you probably could have guessed that because everyone and their mom who's ever lived in Arizona has made that same joke. I'm not original. Fun fact about Arizona, it is very hot. Everybody knows that, but it cannot be stated enough. It is hot here, and you don't understand it until you live here. But here's the thing. I've lived in Arizona for most of my life, so now I've become so adapted to this heat, I'm so used to it that anything below 70 degrees is like freezing sub-zero temperatures to me. I really cannot stand the cold. I would not survive anywhere else, so I'm stuck in this state for the rest of my life, probably. And you know what? That's okay. Another important thing to know about me, I am married to my husband, Sean. We have been together for 10 years, and we have 2 kids. Technically, they're bunnies, but they're still our children. And we actually got them just last year in the middle of quarantine, just on a whim. And their names are Churro and Mocha, and they're so cute, and I love them so much. They're just sitting there doing the bare minimum, and we're like gushing over them. So that's just some info about me and my home life, but getting into how I finally got here, how I finally got to making a YouTube channel. I guess I gotta start with saying that I graduated college a few years ago with my degree in, oh my gosh, it is such a long title. It's a Bachelor's of Fine Arts and Visual Communications with an emphasis in illustration, which is a very, very long way of saying that I draw things. After I graduated, I did some freelance and I also got a part-time job working at a boba shop. And even with the boba job, it still was struggling financially quite a bit. So then I decided I need a full-time job. So I got a full-time desk job, and that's where I'm at now. Yeah, I quit that job. That's a story for another time. So moving on. All of that to get around to the point that during that time period of freelancing and part-time work to now, I kind of lost my passion for art. Basically, I made this channel to become a new creative outlet for me outside of work because everything I made freelancing and even in my own personal time, I just started to hate it. I just started to hate working on things. I've made very few pieces in the past few years that I'm actually proud of. And overall, I just feel like I lost the drive that I used to have. And that makes me really sad. So I wanted to make this YouTube channel as a start to reclaiming my love for art and just getting really back into it. And I have a lot of ideas that I'm actually really excited about. In terms of the kind of videos that you'll be seeing on my channel, I'll definitely be making more time-lapse videos, which I've done in the past, but I've never talked during them. So I'd like to add that extra element to them, talking about stories or hopefully talking about the process and the piece itself that I'm working on. I also want to do art challenges. I see a bunch of them on YouTube and Instagram, and they look really fun, and they're always a good way to get me out of my artist block when I have to deal with that, which is almost all the time. I also am interested in making tutorials, potentially. If you're seeing anything in my art that you want a tutorial on, like how I draw hair or eyes or how I even approach a drawing, definitely let me know in the comments because I would love to try and do one of those. And finally, I definitely want to do more videos like this where it's kind of like a moving, illustrated comic book storytime video where I'm narrating my illustrations. And I just want to make it clear that I am not an animator. It might be something I do in the future if I'm ever interested in it, but as of right now, I am just an illustrator. But don't worry, it won't just be me talking all the time, I promise. I will also be featuring some of my beautiful, amazing, talented friends on this channel. They don't know that, or at least most of them don't because I haven't told most of them that. They probably know who they are, so yeah, look forward to me contacting y'all for some future video ideas that I have. It also must be said that I am a huge nerd, and nobody asked, but I'm just gonna go ahead and list fandoms that I'm a part of. Let's see, there's Avatar: The Last Airbender, Steven Universe, Miraculous, She-Ra, The Owl House, Kipo, DuckTales, Amphibia, Voltron, Marvel, DC, Disney, Studio Ghibli, Sonic, K-pop, which could be a whole video in itself, and it probably will be, plus a lot of anime like Sailor Moon, My Hero Academia, Death Note, Haikyuu, Beastars, and probably a lot more that I'm forgetting right now. I'm also really into Archie comics. I've been a fan for most of my life. My mom bought me one back in the 4th grade, and ever since then, that was actually the reason why I wanted to become an artist. I saw these wonderful little drawings, these characters, and I thought, I want to do something like this. And since I'm an OG Archie comics fan, you know I've got plenty to say about Riverdale. I could talk all day about Riverdale and my thoughts and my comparisons to the comics, so you'll definitely see videos about that. So look forward to it, or not. So that's just like a little taste of what you guys will be seeing on this channel. Honestly, I'm so excited to finally get this started because the past few years I really felt like I lost a part of my identity, a huge part of who I am. And now I just want to be me. Wow, speaking of K-pop, I'm actually on a K-pop cover dance team called Pyromix, and we post K-pop covers here on YouTube, so if that interests you, feel free to go check us out. I'll be leaving the link to our channel in the description. Aside from that, I hope that you will also go check out my socials. I'm mostly active on Instagram, and so you can go there and check out all of my artwork, and you will also be able to see behind the scenes of any videos that I'm working on. And lastly, I also have a BLM art fundraiser going on. It is hosted through Store Envy, so if you would like to buy some of my artwork as well as support some really great organizations, feel free to check that out. And again, all of the links will be in the description. Whew, alright, that is finally all done, thank God. I didn't really get into this in the video, but there were just so many things that went wrong throughout the process of making this. Like, even back a year ago when I initially started, there was just so many things going wrong, and I did so many things in the wrong order, and I had to start over a bunch of times, and it was just, this was a huge hot mess, and it was such a crazy process, but ultimately I did have fun despite all the frustration, so I'm really excited to just keep going and hopefully do better in my next video. Oh wait, one more thing. I'd like to thank my friend Sebi for putting together this cute little outro music for me. He has a channel called Amateur Unplugged, so I'll be leaving the link to his channel in the description as well. And otherwise, thank you again so much for watching. I can't thank you enough. Thank you to my friends and family who pushed me to get this going, and I'm excited to make more videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!